Hey guys, it's Joanna, and today's video I'm going to show you guys my kitchen makeover. I am renting and I have to be honest, I don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen. But I definitely wanted to create this space to make it warm and welcoming and even cozy. The rest of my apartment I feel like has a sweet, welcoming, cozy vibe, so I definitely want to have that feeling even when I'm in the kitchen. I have to admit the kitchen was a bit of a challenge just because I personally did not like the cabinet colors, nor did I like the countertops, but I do have to say I've grown to tolerate it and I made it work for the most part. Like I said, the kitchen, I didn't do anything super dramatic, but I do feel like the small touches and putting the decor together and changing how I organize my things definitely gave it a different vibe. I definitely went through a couple of trial and errors, especially for the countertops, and you'll see in a bit. But yeah, if you guys want to know how I put my kitchen together, keep on watching.
So here is the before. Honestly, not much to it. I used to have this huge ass table in the middle, but I got rid of it and now it's just pretty damn empty. All I know is I want to add some character and better ways to organize my things. I wasn't allowed to paint the cabinets, so I figured one of the best ways to change the vibe of the kitchen was to cover the countertops.
So I moved out the oven just so that'd be easier to put the contact paper like on the sides, and I look under the oven. Why the fuck is there mad rice? I really don't remember dropping this much rice. This is not me. Goy, if you're watching this is you.
So I tried using the removable vinyl paper. Honestly, this was pretty damn difficult. If you're a perfectionist like me, you wanted to make it look smooth as possible. But the reason why I ended up not keeping the paper on was because it just didn't flow with the kitchen. I wanted more of an earthy vibe, and the marble was just way too modern, even if it had like these nude brown colors in it. But I do think the paper, the contact paper, is a great way to change up your kitchen counters without breaking the bank.
Since we're taking off the paper, I'm just gonna draw on it first. Can any of you guys read this? Maybe some of you guys would be able to, but
pretty clear, I think.
You always explain to me how you do it, but I'm just
how
like,
can you not see it?
Okay, do it right here.
Look.
Okay, comment down below if you know what that says.
I used to have a really big ass table in the kitchen and it just wasn't fitting right, so I opted for something smaller, and besides, I really don't have any guests coming over. But yeah, this is the Lisabo table from IKEA, and honestly, this was the easiest furniture I ever put together. Tip number 1, change the hardware. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of this already, but changing out the handles and knobs off the cabinets makes such a huge difference. I changed out this silver looking cup thing with some handles that I got off from Amazon, and honestly, this makes a world of a difference. It just flows with the appliances and gives it more of a nice modern touch. Tip number 2, add photos or posters. Just by doing that, you're adding more personality to the area. So I got these posters from DESNIO and the frames from IKEA. I also had this painting I got done in Paris, which gives it a nice personal touch. If you guys have high ceilings like me, you want to be able to emphasize how high the ceilings are. So the best placement for these posters for me was on top of the cabinets. This automatically drew my eye upwards, making it feel like the ceilings were really high. Plants, and more plants. I think the best way to liven up a room is adding plants, adding greenery. This just brings more life into the room. Normally I'm one for fake plants, but my kitchen does get really good sunlight, so I figured it's time for me to become a little plant mom and make the commitment and try to take care of these plants, and hopefully they grow nice and large and whatever.
So it's end of day 1. I'm kind of sitting here wondering what exactly I want to do. I'm having this like a small little issue with this. It's not really an issue, but this thing right here, I like it, but I feel like it's not flowing with this. Like, they're different colors. That one has a little bit more of a yellow tint, and then we have obviously like the redwood, and I just feel like it doesn't have a flow. I'm debating Oh, it's low. I'm debating whether or not to paint those wooden shelves and drawers black, but he's saying no.
Because you could just stain it. It would just look different. You could like probably make it that brown color.
That red color?
Maybe.
I don't even like the red wood color. Like, I wanted to paint the cabinets in the first place because I did not like this color. But
no, this color's whack.
yeah, but I can't do anything about it.
Paint it black, they're yours.
They are mine.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're hungry. We're gonna finish this day off, and I might go a little bit decor shopping. Not really. I don't know.
She gotta go. She does it every day.
Well, I didn't go decor shopping, but I did end up painting the shelves and the drawers black, and honestly I'm glad I did, just because like all the appliances were black and it flowed throughout and then kind of randomly stopped with some like yellow wood. So once I painted it black, it finally had a nice flow to the whole entire wall. Tip number 3, add comfort with rugs. And I know some people are like about rugs in the kitchen, but to each their own. So I like this runner rug from USA, and this is like in front of like the oven and all that stuff. And then around the table I put this faux cowhide rug, and this definitely gives it the cozy factor that I was looking for.
So under the sink, I have all my like pots and pans, and this is like how it's organized. And I kind of want to utilize the space for like my sauce and like these rice bags instead. So I'm gonna take these pans out and hang it on this wall right here.
Getting more organized will make the kitchen so much more functional, and one of the ways I'm doing that is using a crate that I got from Michael's, and I'm putting like my oils and my cooking sauces in it, and I'm just keeping it all in one place, and when I want to grab it I can just slide out the basket instead of trying to like rummage it through under the sink. So I have some empty wall space that I wanted to utilize, so I'm taking these commander strip hooks and I'm hanging up my pots and pans. This is gonna look like a nice decor piece, but it's really another way for me to store my pots and pans while making it still look cute and functional. And the best part, it's really affordable. If you have open shelving, one of the best ways to make it organized while still looking cute is putting them in containers or some decorative baskets. And here is the after. Though I didn't do anything super dramatic like change the color of the cabinets or cover the countertops or even add a backsplash, I feel like adding personal touches with like photos and posters and adding life with plants and adding comfort by the rugs can make a huge difference. And even the way you organize your things. You don't have to go above and beyond. Sometimes just the small touches can make a world of difference. I hope this video inspires you to make a couple of changes in your kitchen, whether it's reorganizing those drawers or shelves or adding a couple decor pieces to give some character to the place. Whatever it is, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye!
Damn. Other side. Show 'em.